and welcome to another episode of Budget Stream Theater. Today we are bringing you one of our more favorited games, XCOM.
Favoritest.
I don't know if I'd go that far. We wanted to bring everybody up to speed to where we're at because we did a little bit already. Let's bring up the game here. Or let's not bring up the game, whatever.
It's going.
Okay. All right.
It's all good.
Okay. All right, we're good.
This definitely isn't a second take.
No. Not whatsoever. Not one whatsoever. And we're here. This is XCOM. We're currently we're in our base that we build. There are a bunch of different areas of the base: research centers, foundries. We just build stuff. We can also choose what kind of buildings we want to build down here. We're all underground because the world is under attack by aliens, and we are the last military response to this alien threat.
I like it. I like being the last response.
Yeah, we're like the last hope, because...
Kind of like being the last piece of toilet paper. Even though you're just used to wipe shit, you're the best thing used to wipe shit. Because you're the last thing used to wipe the shit.
I guess, yeah. Philosophy.
That's not philosophy, that's just a fact.
Okay, fine. Accepted. It can be taught.
So this is our situation room. What we've got in here is a bunch of areas that have been destabilized by the alien presence. You can see how, I guess, unstable they are based off of the amount of little checkadoos.
It's the panicometer.
Yeah, checkadoos is actually a official term.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know they got that officially.
No, it's even in the tutorial, and I'm pretty sure if you play it again. There's also a gray market here where we can sell stuff we acquire in our missions, though it's typically better to hold on to it.
Because you can use it for stuff like upgrades and...
Yeah, absolutely. It's very useful. Our overall finances are also here, so that's, as the name suggests, the situation. And not the Jersey Shore guy. This is our hangar bay and all the ships we've got in the various continents. Currently, we only have ones in North America because that's where our only satellites are.
It's the only place we have satellite coverage.
It would probably behoove of us to send one to South America because we're pretty sure that's where we're going to go next. But, it's really hard to predict XCOM, so we're going to not do that.
Yeah.
The officer training schools where you can purchase upgrades for your officers, your high-ranking guys that benefit the entire XCOM team. Look at this guy! He's floating in dark space!
Oh. He's a demon.
He's a demon.
It's okay. He's on our side.
These are all the people who have died thus far. All of these were killed in the tutorial mission. It's unavoidable. So
we're trying to go for no deaths if we can help it. Depending on the situation, we may or may not.
I think we can totally do it.
Right, or give that medal to somebody.
Give it to somebody. I don't think anybody deserves it. Who would?
Okay.
Juan Carlos, maybe?
Yeah, actually, because he shoots at enemies in cover all the time. Because he just runs up to stuff. I'm okay with that.
Alright.
And his badass black bionic self. Man, he's an alliteration.
He's pretty cool. He's an alliteration. So yeah, we can also view the soldiers that we currently have. We've got our support guy up, which is essentially a medic and grenadier. Our mech trooper, which is self-explanatory. This is Juan Carlos in his mech suit. It's a pretty awesome, full-bodied suit. We have a sniper. I hate this class though, and it's become less important since the mech troopers exist now, in my honest opinion.
I'm sure it'll kick butt in the long run.
We have heavy and 2 assaults, but they're currently wounded and will be out for the days listed. So our other choices are really just this pool of rookies that have no specialty to them yet.
But just a gun right now.
Yeah, we're probably going to bring along Smirnov and Thor Halverson, to be completely honest. As Derek said earlier, here's the engineering bay. You can purchase all sorts of upgrades for your actual men and equipment for your hangars and stuff like that here. You can also build your facilities here. So this is how our base is currently looking. We're excavating this area. Satellite uplinks going up here. Excavating up here, and a workshop is being built right here.
Are you going to build power on that steam?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for the next paycheck.
You got a good layout. This is randomized, by the way. In every playout, you get your own little map of shit.
Yeah, it's different every time. This is our augmenter. I don't like putting people in here though because they're out for I think it's 5 days while they get changed into a bionic man. And this is finally our research bank where we have a ton of choices. Researchers give you bonuses clearly. Currently we're interrogating the sectoid, which is the small grunt alien, to see what he knows. Hopefully we'll gain something out of that. And lastly there's mission control, which gives you the entire Earth.
Now, this is the place where we go if we want to pass time because we can scan for activity. But right now we have a mission from the council asking us to help out somewhere in the world. Now, if we choose to accept this mission and we succeed, we get worldwide panic reduction, and we get all these rewards here that are listed.
These missions and the major operations throughout XCOM pretty much make up the story, if you will, for XCOM. Because the rest of XCOM's story is what you make it, because you fall in love with your guys, and you don't want them to die. It's heart-wrenching when a guy who you've seen from rookie to captain suddenly
Just
gets
like
torn apart by a
it.
plasma pistol.
Yeah.
So without any further ado, we'll hop into this mission where we have to retrieve cargo, which I can only assume is some VIP. That's what they typically are, some escort missions.
Yeah.
Out of this one.
Excellent.
Now, we're early on in the game.
We look forward to seeing your
when Deep
progress.
Throat shuts up. Guy always has like the craziest voice. We can only carry 4 people in our squad right now, and eventually through upgrades in the officer training school we will be able to get access 6. Now it's automatically selected the rookies that I wanted, which is convenient, so we'll go here. Oh yeah, and that was not intentional, but we're totally keeping that awesome mustache.
Oh man, for sure.
Giving him a scope because
I
it's
appreciate
far
it
more
more effective.
effective.
Mustache.
Scopes are far more effective on rookies because they increase their accuracy, which is incredibly important because rookies have crap accuracy.
Like it's good when they just hit something, because honestly, like when you start off the game with all rooks, I think in one squatty.
Yeah, it's the guy
who lives for the tutorial. Yeah. So you start off pretty piddly shit in this one.
Fly away!
Fly away!
Prepare for deployment, Strike One.
So for whatever reason, it gives you the option of
France is sending an urgent.
I always wondered why it did that. It's just like, oh hey, you want to go back home? We're here. Are you sure you want to deploy? I think it's a part where you're like supposed to save, like if you can.
There's been widespread speculation about this ambush on a French military convoy, but we don't have much to go on. Our primary concern is the Council intel report indicating alien activity in the area. We need to secure the site and look for some clue as to what happened here.
So every
New
character has
objective
two movements. There's a run distance and then a sprint distance. You can run typically and do an action, so my mech here could shoot if he had a target. He can pulverize some cover and anything near it. He can do Overwatch, which is the most viable option because it allows him to, as it's staged, shoot at the first enemy that moves within his line of sight. And lastly, I have a really close range punch that does the same thing as this one, but much deadlier, but can only affect a single target, whereas this could potentially hit multiples. Anyways, so since he's kind of our machine gun, I'm going to set him down on Overwatch. By the way, we're playing with an Xbox controller. That's why there's the Y there.
Yeah, we're playing it on PC, but it's an Xbox controller. The PC is pretty decent, so we ran into some audio difficulties before, so we may have had to do this a couple times. But we think we got it figured out. Hopefully this is working, and yeah.
Should be a good time. So we got the guys running up the side. In the beginning, I typically like to do sprints for most of, at least half the team, because it gets them into the fight. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting time.
The only thing I try not to do is move somewhere drastically new with the last person. I try and just cover my rear with the last person.
Yeah, that's typically a smart.
Because if you're all placed and then you run into some darkness and you stumble up upon some aliens, they're gonna get a chance to move. And then if it's the last guy that you're moving, it's their turn.
So unfortunately he missed there. Everything in XCOM is based off of percentages, which are modified by your stats and specialties. But for the most part, there will always, at the very least, be a couple percentage chance for you to fail whatever it is you're trying to do. Damn, he doesn't have an angle there. So I'm going to set him on watch just in case. The mech can't utilize cover, but it's because its bionic frame already gives it a ton of resistance to poisons and damage, so he's pretty hardy. He doesn't need to really hide. In fact, it's my hope that he takes the damage rather than the guys. I'm going to spread this guy up and around the corner, so that when the time comes, he can bust open that door.
You could probably move this guy up to that half cover on the side there. He might be able to see him from there. No, on the outside. He might be able to see him.
Will do.
Yeah, let's see if that's good. Oh, nice. Good eye. Alright, let's see if this 55 is going to cut it. Not enough damage. You got a minor hit, which means he only does 50% of the weapon's damage. Because those rifles can do
Took damage, but it was only 2.
Juan Carlos doesn't really care too much about anything.
Are you gonna let him go for a kill?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hit the first shot. He whiffed it. It's going to somebody else.
Adjusting aim.
You know, just feed it to the mech. Yeah, just feed it to the mech.
Sin munición. Enemigos pacificados.
Oh, what's he see? Oh, snap. Nice! Just line him right up.
So, the aliens only get a free movement when they notice you. So, in the rare chance that you get the drop on them, you do get to shoot at them with no real penalty, and it is nice. It's great. Because that free movement can oftentimes. It's a lot of people's major problem with XCOM is that free movement.
Well, it versus acting super ballsy. You can't just throw people out there.
But some people are courage hards like me. So, I mean, they take video games as an opportunity to be more courageous than reality sometimes allows us to be. So, that's okay. See, I wanted to see this guy. I had a feeling there was someone around. Reload that big minigun. This guy over here.
Just in case.
Ясно. Буду начеку.
His luck. Try and be the thinnest man of all the thin men.
Already there.
This APC seems safe. He's famous last words.
Слушаюсь. Ясно. Начинаю наблюдение.
Let's see what it do.
Artyom is my
Alright, here we go.
is my candidate. This guy, Squad C-Lev, he is my candidate for captain, though right now he's not really doing a good job of
Hits, but no
kills. That's these
Those
30
bodies
rifles
don't look like they've been hit by alien weapons fire.
not very
These men were killed by conventional bullets.
I think this is where we're gonna discover the other. There's another faction involved in Enemy Within. By the way, this is Enemy Within. The first XCOM was Enemy Unknown, so this is an expansion, but it's essentially the same game. It's just there's more to do.
There's a lot more features, so it's a fuller overall game contextually if you know stuff about XCOM, and we'll help you out and explain as we go along for those of you who aren't familiar with the original game. Because this series is awesome, with the exception of the Bureau.
The Council.
Yeah, they
Sensors
recently
still
made
indicate
a
life signs in the
third-person
area,
shooter
Commander.
called XCOM Declassified.
We have a
Bureau,
new
which was supposed to be a
objective.
big prologue to all of this, and I played it, and I honestly didn't like it. It wasn't for me, but you know,
Oh,
I
yeah,
work at a certain reputable or disreputable, depending on how you think of it, video game establishment, and I have had several regulars tell me that it is one of their favorites.
Двигаюсь к указанным
So for a
координатам.
lot of people who especially like the Mass Effect combat system, you should know that as opposed to this game, XCOM Declassified: The Bureau is a more Mass Effect strategy, third-person, squad-based game. You have 2 other squad members with you. The issue with it is for fans of the series, like me, there's a lot of inconsistencies. Like they have laser weapons before they've discovered the tech, like in the tutorials. And the voice acting is great, but the actual models don't display a lot of emotion. So anyways, check it out. Give it your own opinion, but
Поехали.
To me, this is true XCOM, not that series. This series.
I'm all
Your
over.
buddy up over here.
On that bird.
This guy's gonna
Держу
This
сектор.
guy's gonna overwatch. This guy's gonna charge ahead and be the once again
Estoy en
the
camino.
bull.
Daos prisa.
That pin man, he's so ready.
Will he be? Will he be the first one?
Yeah. Yeah, there's not much left. He's pretty thin.
He's yeah. That I think that was the joke.
Blanco pacificado.
Есть, выполняю.
Okay, let's see here.
We gotta go rescue this VIP over here. And Nick was right.
Commander, looks
It
like
was
there's
a
still
person.
someone alive over there. If we can bring them in for questioning, maybe we can figure out what happened here.
Go get him.
So,
Just post up in Overwatch. Just go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave
Буду
these guys
начеку.
here.
Well, they come up. Well, meta. They come from the roof.
A ello voy, comandante.
Might as well leave me here. I have nothing to say to you people.
Jeez,
It
what
looks
a
like
prick.
he's the only witness to survive this fight. And for all we know, he was one of the aggressors. We need to bring him in, whether he likes it or not. Objectives updated.
Oh, this is the last guy who can do anything.
Just
I'm on it,
Overwatch.
Commander.
Don't do that. They're coming from the roof. So.
Yeah.
Eyes on the prize.
Commander, we're picking up new contacts moving into the AO.
Oh, why didn't we get a shot at him when he was falling from the ceiling like magic?
It's not magic, it's jumping from spacecraft. You get a shot.
Oh snap! Meta knowledge. This guy doesn't have it.
That guy just didn't think there'd be two. He was like,
Ooh. He just needed a second to follow his orders.
yeah.
He got the job done. Good job, soldier.
My nerves are calm now.
Allá voy.
Charge forth, O mighty bull.
Я уже там.
Pull out.
These guys are gonna drop it in next turn.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I can roll this guy from here. Look at that. Look at that fish
Come
there.
get some.
This is only the
A
beginning.
great soldier.
It's
Some
only
guy
the
came to my
beginning.
store today, yeah, and had a phenomenal mustache, and I complimented him on it, and he was like, "Thanks, dude. You should grow one." I feel like everyone with phenomenal facial hair, like remember Omar, our good friend Omar has ridiculous facial hair.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they're always trying to convince everybody that it's the #1 way to go, because he's just like, "You should grow one," and like starts grabbing me, and is like trying to like desperately convince me that a mustache is the end all be all to existence. And while a part of me is inclined to agree with the gentleman,
Voy hacia allá.
I don't want a mustache. So, I mean,
Just post them.
Observando.
I'd get a mustache if enough people told me to get a mustache. So, if you want me to have a mustache, post in the comments.
Like
I'll
this
grow
video.
out- I'll grow out.
Like, comment, subscribe, blah blah blah. Whatever the heck we're supposed to say.
Yeah, whatever we're required
Держу сектор.
to say.
Join our team, +1. Link us in super hard and
Go
Better there
team
now.
Puppet Suds.
Puppet Suds.
Eyes on the
All we have to do is
prize.
play better, Nick. Clearly, that's all we have to do.
A bunch of puppets.
I don't like this guy's attitude.
I don't. I mean, he's part of the whatever the
The other group.
Revengeancers or whatever stupid name they came up for themselves.
Revengeancers.
Heads up out there.
I like it.
We've got
I think
hostiles
it's actually.
on the move.
I might not be able to use that because I think it's from Metalocalypse. Because I've been watching that recently.
Whatever.
Still a great name. Alright, he needs to reload his gun. BT dubs. He's got one shot.
Двигаюсь на позицию. Враг обнаружен.
Not bad.
Holy Toledos!
Well, looks like he gets to use his one shot. Take him out, soldier. Empty the clip. Empty the clip. Coin flips. Ah, he sucks. Okay.
And with that,
With
that's
that-
the end of this episode. That dingly dongle means we'll see you next time, ladies and gents.
Means our time is up, and we will join you on another day.
With that, Soto charges. Ah.